Hello guys, Sujara speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode number 912, and today we react to Very OddGamer Homo Games. We add to this beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you.
Wow, Very OddGamer and whoa, hang on. What? Excuse me. Very OddGamer and Home Alone Games. Okay, that makes more sense. Continue on. Title card designed by Leonard Creations. Continue on. Wow.
Hello? Mom? Dad?
You know what? I'll be right back. Gotta eat something real quick. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. My friend David told me to post in my Facebook group as soon as I'm done. But let's just see what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna drink this and we'll continue on. Anyway. That being said, continue on. What movie play? Anyway.
Bucks?
Wow.
Well, this is awkward. Anyway, hello internet viewers. I'm the Fairly OddGamer, and I hope you're all enjoying your holiday season this year. But for some bizarre reason, I happen to have the whole house myself. And you know, it kind of reminds me of a certain movie series that both centers around Christmas, as well as having someone go through the same situation. What was it called again? Oh yeah, Home Alone. Home Alone is considered by many as a true classic Christmas movie next to other great movies like Charlie Brown Christmas, Rudolph.
Charlie Brown Christmas. And Rudolph, Rudolph Metaphor 34th Street is good. Good idea. Continue on.
34th Street, and even modern era movies like Elf and Die Hard.
Yeah.
It centers around a kid named Kevin McAllister who is, well, home alone, and he confronts a duo of criminals known as the Web Bandits and sets up booby traps in order to save his house. When it premiered in theaters on November 16, 1990, more than 30 years ago, it became a huge success for both critics and audiences. Here's a little fun fact. It actually held the Guinness World Record for the highest grossing live-action comedy ever. That is until The Hangover Part 2 took the record in 2011. But that's not all. This movie also held the record for the highest grossing Christmas film of all time. Until it got surpassed by the CGI Grinch movie. However, it would later spawn not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 Home Alone sequels, with the last of them being released not too long ago. As for the movies overall, I love the first Home Alone, and it's definitely a classic by all means. Home Alone 2 Lost in New York is a fantastic sequel and a great follow to the original.
Yes, I have to agree with that. Lucas, aka Gamer. The thing is, I have to agree with you both right there. Continue on.
3 was okay, but the plot could use a little bit more work.
Yeah, I saw it, and I disagree with remake. Remake. I do agree with you right there. Home Alone 3 bits and pieces was the worst, but I'll come with that boring jokes some other time. Continue on.
And why does it have to be Max Keeble?
I love Max Keeble in this. He's just a kid. Continue on.
Home Alone 3 bombed at the box office.
Yeah.
The last 3 sequels were released in other media sources, whether direct-to-video or DVD, TV specials, or nowadays, streaming services.
Like Disney Plus, for example. Continue on.
Home Alone 4, Taking the House Back, tries to fool you into thinking of it being a reboot of the original because Kevin's in the movie. Yeah, if you're not Macaulay Culkin, then obviously you're not Kevin. And how Marv went from Daniel Stern to French Stewart completely eludes me. And the less I talk about Home Alone 5, the holiday heist, the better. Even though Malcolm McDowell did a good job, it wasn't enough to save the movie for me. And just recently, I saw Home Sweet Home Alone on Disney+. Like many fans, I thought it was going to bomb like most of the Home Alone sequels. After watching it in full, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it's not good, but at least the filmmakers try to put their all into it. But of course, with a well-known movie franchise, lots of video game tie-ins remain, and this is where I step in.
Which I saw in AVGN. Continue on.
With that said, I'll be looking at all the Home Alone console games back when the movies were relevant. And first up, we have Home Alone for the NES.
Okay.
We see that the game was published by THQ and developed by, Bethesda?
Yeah, THQ. Real Fortune Games in the NES. Something like that, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Wheeze, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Continue on.
Same company behind the Evil Within series, as well as Fallout and the later Doom games? Who'd have known? Anyway, as Kevin McAllister, the one played by Macaulay Culkin in the movies, you wander around the house and...
He also played the pizza guy in AVGN episode. Continue on.
An object which uses traps to stun the web bandits, Marv and Harry. Wait, did I say stun? I meant to say the items flatten the bandits and turn them into a box. Simple, right? Well, no. First off, the perspective is completely out of whack. I guess he's standing on a different floor of the house, including the basement, but yeah, it does look strange when you think about it.
Yeah.
However, I do like how you go from the house to the tree house via rope like in the movie. Also, if you get caught by the bandits in any way, it's game over. However, if you do manage to survive for 20 minutes, then you get an image of Kevin looking through the window as the cops arrest the web bandits. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. While it was a good concept for a survival game, Home Alone for the NES wasn't executed very well in my opinion. But that's okay, because we still got 5 more games to cover for this review.
Man, that was some dream. Good thing I'm still alive, though.
Hello?
Dude, you shouldn't scare me like that. Oh no. You again. What do you want now?
Oh, nothing. Just thought I'd check around the house. You know, there are lots of burglaries around during the holidays. I know you guys are high-tech with your security, locks, doorbell cams, intruder alarms, all that junk. But they can still find a way in, though.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
Anyway, I'd like you to be my Max for the occasion.
Again? Oh no. Remember what happened last time?
No.
Well, I do, so you're gonna have to find another Max.
Exactly.
Hey, wait a minute. What's that you got there?
This thing? Oh, it's my Max plush. The gamer gave it to me as a gift.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you say Max?
Yep.
That's perfect. Mind if I take it from you?
Sure,
No.
go ahead. I really don't need them anyway.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Harder than ever. Well, I guess I better head out now. There's so many houses that could be in danger of potential
That's a villain thing. Jesus.
robberies. Anyway, see you later.
You too, Grinch.
What is he doing to that?
I'm sure he won't do anything bad this year. I mean, he is the Grinch after all.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, also for the NES. After seeing that THQ and Imagineering are responsible for this game, we find out that it's memory of a guy named Tom Hite. Now, who exactly is Tom Hite? Apparently he was a programmer and designer for THQ and had earlier worked on the NES game Bart vs. the Juggernauts.
Yeah, Symptoms game, which I saw the AVGN episode, The Symptoms, by the way. Continue on. Actually, it was from the original Game Boy, not the NES. Continue on.
God bless you, good sir. So the concierge at the Plaza Hotel, where the movie is portrayed remarkably by Tim Curry, calls the hotel employees about a stolen card that Kevin used to check into the hotel, and they have to go after Kevin because of it. Meanwhile, the wet bandits who broke out of prison are calling up on his gang to get revenge on Kevin for what he did to them. Makes perfect sense to me, I guess.
Okay.
Already, this feels much better than the previous game. Just a simple side-scroller with no weird perspectives to deal with. Also, I'm glad that you can slide your knees the same way as Pete Townsend and maybe the end of Platoon. Now that's awesome. But here's the catch. Everybody in this game wants you dead. Moving luggage, shotgunners throwing bombs, jumping old ladies with umbrellas, bloody mops, and even the front desk throwing keys that can kill you. Wait, seriously? In a normal game, keys are good. They help you unlock doors and progress through the game. But
Yeah, in Spider-Man movie, we tried to talk about LJPCBM before. Continue on.
These keys are bad. Not just that, they're evil. Believe it or not, some of these things can kill you instantly, like vacuum cleaners, and even getting strangled to death. You can even have Kevin use weapons like necklace beads, a nail gun, and a boxing glove gun. Plus, give Kevin temporary invincibility, and giving these bells give... Wait, is Kevin doing a screw attack? It's actually a cool power-up because it insta-kills any enemy that comes your way. That is unless you get hit by them. So back to the story. You have to run to the elevator door and bang the button lots of times until the elevator door opens. Which is fitting because I did the same thing if people were coming after me. Encounter random floors until you reach the 16th floor, and then you head to the service elevator to the kitchen. There you encounter a big bad chef, the first boss of the game. Only way to defeat him is to slide toward him until he gets his pants down to his knees. But here come the wet bandits who manage to tell Kevin, secretly recording, their biggest scheme. I actually like how the scrolling text bubbles match the dialogue from the movie. Somewhat.
We spent 9 months in jail thinking we had the worst luck in the universe.
Wow.
We were wrong, little buddy.
We're doing fine. We're gonna be doing even better. We're not robbing houses anymore. Now we're robbing toy stores. At midnight tonight?
Don't you mean 10 o'clock?
You want to shut up?
What's the difference? He's not gonna talk to anybody. Except maybe a fish. Or the Undertaker.
Kevin gets away after Marvin Harry gets sucker punched by a lady and has a Central Park where, just like the hotel, everything wants you dead. Not just criminals, but also black rats and pink bats.
The great survivors.
Climbing up to the top really blows, especially this light pole. Just how is he able to do that? Also, you drop onto a sewer where you get pelted by birds dropping worms at him. At least, I think that's what they are. Eventually, you make your way to Uncle Rob's house. It's here where you finally set the traps for Marvin Harry to trigger. Also, unless you have a guide or a gameplay video on your phone, it's gonna take a while. Basically, all you do is find keys in order to get to the top floor of the house, in which you fall to the ground and get chased by Marv while trying to avoid more rats and bats, as well as floating garbage can lids, bricks, and a safe. After that, you climb a giant creepy-looking tree where you manage to defeat Marvin Harry with help from the bird lady. I'm surprised we never saw her in this game until now. Anyway, Kevin gets reunited with his family as Marvin and Harry get arrested and sent to the clink. It's sort of a mixed bag in my opinion, but who knows? Maybe there's a game that could be better. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, Bubsy's different.
I wonder what the Grinch is doing.
You didn't just wear a jacket or something, Ox? I don't know.
Well, Max, looks like you found a gold mine. It's got everything. Money, electronics, toys, gifts. It's loaded. So, here's what we do. We've got a bite to eat, and then we'll come back at 9 o'clock tonight. What do you think, Max? Excellent.
Oh no! I gotta tell the gamer about this!
Jesus!
Wait a minute. Where is he?
He's upstairs!
But if I know the gamer well, I gotta check the one place where I always find him. Upstairs in his room.
So with the 8-bit games out of the way, it's time to move on up to 16-bit. As always, we start off with Home Alone for Super NES. It's made by the same people behind Home Alone 2 for the NES, as we get an opening cutscene with Marvin and Harry discussing their thieving plot. And by the way, it's being accompanied by a 16-bit rendition of Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy from the Nutcracker. which in a way could foreshadow Macaulay Culkin's career, knowing that he was in the film.
Well, wait. It kind of reminds me of Steven from Barney. Continue on.
The ballet 3 years later. Anyway, this feels much better than the NES version. All you do is find and retrieve a certain amount of valuable items like money, jewelry, even a candlestick. Wait, what? Not just in plain sight, but also in boxes, shelves, drawers, picture frames, even in a toilet and a bathtub. That's just disgusting. Then you deposit them through a laundry chute to the basement by a giant vault. You're telling me that the McAllisters have a giant vault in the basement? I've seen the movie before, and I know the rich and all that. But when did they have a giant vault in the movie?
Exactly.
Unless you're rich. Oh, now I get it. You can also find other items like pizza for refueling power, as well as extra lives if you find enough pizza slices. And even weapons like a BB gun, a slingshot, and a baseball. While you do start off with a small water gun that does next to nothing, it's nice to have other weapons at your disposal. Personally, I think the baseball is the most effective weapon in this game because it deals the most damage to enemies.
Yes.
Speaking of which, we do have Marvin Harris in the movie, but who is this guy supposed to be? Did we ever see him in the movie? Probably not. But for all I know, he could be AC from the movie within a movie, Angels with Filthy Souls. Now that'd be something. We also have this classic goon that throws balls, and another goon throwing his hat like King K. Rool in Donkey Kong Country. Getting hit by anything makes you lose power, and getting hit 3 times leads to this. Which is actually based on this scene from the movie.
Wow.
After finding the required amount of items, you have to go down to the basement and avoid getting hit by rats, spiders, ghosts, and even bats.
Wow.
The last 3 levels have you fight against a giant spider, a ghost, and a giant rat, not controlled by the rat catcher. By the way, Batman Dark Tomorrow stole this by hitting them with a brick. Defeat the boss and store the loot in the vault.
Yeah. That one earlier was mentioned in those reacts earlier. And 2 episodes ago. Continue on.
The other levels have you do the same thing, but with toys, electronics, and pets? I don't remember the McAllisters having any pets in the movie, except for Buzz's tarantula. And that's about it. Kevin gets reunited with his mother and family as the wet bandits get arrested and sent to jail. Happy ending for everyone.
It's not as bad as I thought it was, but at least it's better than the one on NES. Gamer? Are you there?
Fox! Thank goodness you're here.
Me too, dude. Anyway, this is an emergency. Look at this. Well?
Oh no.
My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what game are you playing now?
Right now, I'm about to start Home Alone 2 for the Super NES.
Alright, but once you're done, I need your help.
Will do, Hux.
Excellent. Later, dude.
Then there's no time to waste. Home Alone 2 for Super NES.
It's literally the NES version again with a graphic update.
Yes.
Same movesets, same levels, same controls, it's all there. Except instead of a bell giving Kevin Screw Attack, it's a turtle dove. So at least you get something from the movie.
Yes.
Also, the elevator sequences are way too long. At least they're quicker in the NES version, but here...
Wow.
And unlike the NES version where you go to a random floor, this version requires you to go to every floor in order. Central Park is about the same, except we do see the bird lady in the sewer. I don't understand why, but that's what happens. I swear, the giant maze in Uncle Rob's house is much more difficult to tackle than the NES version. It's almost as confusing as the one maze level from The Lion King, Simba's Return.
Which I in those react episode back in hearing something. Continue on.
You have to find coded keys to unlock certain doors where you set up traps, which actually does follow the movie pretty well. But then we have the chase, which is also the same, so not much to talk about. And that's Home Alone 2 for the updated 16-bit NES system.
So far, I haven't found a single Home Alone game that's considered good. I mean, I kind of enjoyed Home Alone for Super NES, but it can get tedious at times. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta help someone bag up some criminals.
Wow.
Ready, Hux?
Ready, gamer.
Alright, let's do it.
Hold on. Give me one moment. There we go. Continue on. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Wow. It's kind of reminding me of Home Alone movies. Okay. Good job. Wow. Okay. He's doing good. Okay. He can be anywhere. The Grinch. Fingers.
That was hard work.
You're telling me, dude.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I got 2 more games to review.
Alright, here's what we do. I set the traps, you finish the review. Got it?
Got it. Good luck out there.
Thanks, gamer.
So like I said, we got 2 more games to cover for this review. And both of them involve Home Alone for the Sega Genesis.
Wow.
Take a look.
As Kevin, you go around on a rocket sled and lay out traps for each house. In addition, you find items to create weapons to inflict more pain onto the wet bandits. They look pretty cool, but I couldn't find any operator items, so that alone sucks. In order to beat the wet bandits in a house, you have to inflict enough pain onto them. Manage to save all the houses within the time limit, and the wet bandits get arrested and sent to jail. While it's considered a good game by some people, I don't really get it. I can't find anything in this game that I would consider pleasurable. And I'm sorry to say this, but I'd actually prefer the Super NES version of Home Alone rather than the Genesis version.
But before I get to the final game, I better check on Hux.
Hello?
Hey, Hux, it's Gamer.
Hey, gamer, how are things?
So far, so good. Anyway, how are the traps coming along?
They're coming along nicely, dude. I saw the Grinch burn his hand with a doorknob. Man, that was hilarious. Oh, hold on. I think you hear the Grinch coming down.
Wow.
Yes, it works, dude.
Well, I worked out, Hux. Anyway, I got one more game to cover for this review, and it better be a quick one. So, I'll talk to you later, Hux.
Alright, later, gamer.
Wow.
Oh.
Jesus.
That hurt. Max? Don't worry, buddy. I'll save you. There you are. Oh, dude. Come on, let's get your back.
Hello.
Or maybe not.
Wait, come back! Oh. Why must I always do this?
Oh boy.
Let's finish out the review with Home Alone 2 for Sega Genesis.
Surprisingly, this game starts you off at the airport instead of the hotel. Strange, but actually pretty cool. You do have a baseball as a starting weapon to throw at security officers, which is also pretty cool. I also love getting new weapons in this game, as long as you find the needed components. Once you found them all, then you can use your updated weapon. And I love using them. not only can you defeat enemies with them, but you can also defeat Marv and Harry with them as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, at each level you can actually fight Marv and Harry with either your weapons or level hazards. The longest level can be difficult at times
Yes.
because of the conveyor belts and crusher things. I don't know what they're called.
Uh-huh.
Also, this game does have an accurate rendition of New York, which is amazing.
Makes sense.
But some of the platforming is a bit finicky, like slipping on bricks whenever you land on them. It's not as annoying as being attacked by pouring water and pouncing cats. At least this game kept the tradition of having everyone and everything wanting you dead.
Yeah.
The neon light shows in a toy store, and the two-way punching gloves are also very annoying.
Uh-huh.
Plus the awkward platforming as mentioned before. However, the city level at night was when I gave up because I was pretty much home alone out by this point.
Yeah.
The levels include throwing bricks at both Marv and Harry, which is actually the best part of the movie by far.
Yeah.
Kevin defeats the weapon.
Yeah, I kind of remember this whole sucker brick kid and from the thing, and does kind of remind me of that from the Home Alone 2 thing, and then they also supposed like, Marv, this is a PG movie, and something like that. Continue on.
To Central Park, and that concludes Home Alone for Genesis.
There are a few other Home Alone games that I will not be covering for this review, like the European PS2 version and the Game Boy version, which are basically watered down versions of the Super NES version. But that's for another time. So with that said,
Gamer!
Hux, just in time. I just finished Home Alone 2 on Sega Genesis, and therefore finishing all 6 games in one review.
Good to know. Anyway, I just saved Max, but now the Grinch is after me.
Well, that can't be good.
So before he knows where I am, what did you think of the Home Alone games?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain.
I understand that almost every successful movie had to have a tie-in game at this point, but some of them, for the most part, didn't do the movies justice. The tie-in game based on the first Home Alone movie, the NES version had a jacked-up perspective. The Super NES version was an okay game, but the stuff in the basement, primarily the giant vault and boss fights, felt like I was playing a different game. And once again, I could not figure out how to play the Genesis version, even if my life depended on it. However, in my personal opinion, the Home Alone 2 tie-in games are much better than the first movie tie-in games. They all have a flowing narrative with a clear objective, and I think they're all executed better. However, I personally believe that Home Alone 2 for the Genesis is the best game of the lot because it follows almost everything from the movie, except for a few things, and New York looks accurate. Had I been given more time, I would have been able to beat the game fully, but unfortunately, it was not to be. Overall, the Home Alone games were not to my liking, but I'm glad I got to experience them. If you like, then go ahead and play them yourself. You may find something appealing in them that I could not.
Well, that's a shame, dude.
You're telling me.
Hello? Could I please have my dog back?
What's the magic word?
Please?
Sounds good to me.
Thank you. You know, all this running and falling is making me quite tired.
Wow.
Sorry, dude. Here's your dog back.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, Max. You're such
Wow.
a good dog. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Aw, isn't that sweet? The Grinch is so happy to have his dog back.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
I'm so sorry I doubted you. Will you ever forgive me?
Of course, dude.
Thank you.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, Gamer, I got you something.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Ooh.
You're welcome. Anyway, I should get going now. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh, man, it's getting late. I should probably head downstairs and hit the hay. Later, gamer.
Night, Hux. And with that, we finally reached the end of the Home Alone review. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm the Fairly Odd Gamer, and I wish you all good luck the rest of your day or night, wherever you are. Take care, everyone.
The end.
How's it going, dudes? OddGamer here. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon if you want to get notified for upcoming videos.
Well said, Hux. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and some of my character buddies on TikTok. And if you like, you can have one of my character buddies do a short video for you via video commission. Links to all of those in the description below. And so, without further ado, I wish that one of my character buddies finished with the video.
Hello, everyone. I'm the Grinch. It's the holiday season, and I've been given the task to dress up as Saint Nick for this video, and it looks really good. I quite like it. Anyway, I'm here to let you all know that you can support the Fairly OddGamer on Patreon, as a supporting you chat with fans as well as other people on the channel.
Alexander Bone did not want to be credited anymore. Okay.
If you do the credits, and even watch exclusive content like a sneak peek, or even watch the review before it gets released. And now, it is my honor and duty to give this month's Patreon shoutouts to Blast Figure. Once again, thank you all for watching the video and supporting the channel. And I hope you have a merry, holly, jolly holiday season. Well, I do my best this year to not give you the pleasure.
So that was Very OddGamer Home Alone Games. Oh boy, what did I think about this episode? I think it was amazing. So far, this episode was a successful episode overall. That was the LJPCBM episode number 912. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one, which will be LJPCBM episode number 913. Very OddGamer. Not sure what's gonna do with it. Oh, hang on. It's gonna work. Jay Bray? Okay, thanks. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's gonna be about LJPCBM episode number 913. Very OddGamer. I'm not sure what game we're gonna be playing next. He's gonna be playing next, but we'll see what happens. Till next time, Sue Joseph, bye, piece of baby. Good morning, GS, guys, pursued. Till then, straight out. See ya.
Given unto me this life I'll never take for granted, and given all the time I failed to really understand it, I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening, but I tried all the time. I ask, why me? Why was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception is the question, and the giver holds the key.